Welcome to the Agile Centre in London for what promises to be a very exciting night. The world premiere of a brand new sports SUV from Jaguar. And that's not all we've got in store, because this special car is going to perform a truly breathtaking stunt. Well, it wouldn't be a Jaguar launch without one, would it? And if that hasn't got you excited enough, then we have a world exclusive lined up. Pete Tong and the Heritage Orchestra presents Ibiza Classics. It's going to be an amazing night, so do stay with us. Now, I'm due inside on stage with Nick Grimshaw to kick off proceedings in just a few minutes. So let's hear from Hollywood star and Jaguar ambassador, Mark Strong.
We are darers, performers, and creators. Enemies to everydayers and play it safers. We are the heirs to greatness on road and track, to podium toppers and motor show stoppers, winners of garlands and turners of heads. We never settle for less than extraordinary, pride-welling, pulse-quickening moments when time stops and the world stares. Every Jaguar is a work of technical artistry, agile and sculptural, inspired and theatrical. A true performer that makes the road its stage. Born of our flair, ingenuity, and instinct for seduction, our creations embody our passion for performance and express our reason for being. To excite in every sense. So let our drivers sit spellbound in their front row seats as our engines roar out their symphonic score. And let's show the world that true performance isn't just measured in figures, but in the way it makes you feel. These are the moments worth living for. Because it's not the number of breaths you take that matters. It's the moments that take your breath away. Jaguar, the art of performance. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your hosts for the evening, Nick Grimshaw and Ginny Buckley.
Everybody, good evening. Wow, there's a lot of people here.
There's an awful lot of people.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Jaguar Performance Arena for a very exciting evening. Tonight we are going to meet the newest member of the Jaguar family, the Jaguar EPACE.
We are indeed. Good evening, everybody, and a big special welcome to everyone joining us around the world and a global online audience. So all of you in the audience here tonight, please, a word. Behave yourselves. We're going out live to the world.
You're all around the world right now.
Means you as
me
well.
As well. Me as well.
Yourself.
Now, I love a Jaguar. I've got one. I think it looks great. That's where my knowledge ends here. You are an expert. You know a thing or two about cars.
Very kind of you to say so. A little bit. One thing I do know is that Jaguar is a brand that's really gone through, you know, a huge transformation over recent years. Dr. Ralph Spate and his team, they've transformed what is, of course, a brilliant British brand. And I know that Ralph is here somewhere in this enormous crowd here.
There!
Yay! Hi to Ralph, and congratulations to you, and of course, all the team from Jaguar.
Yeah, it's great seeing a good British brand like Jaguar doing so well all around the world. I have an F-Pace. Do you like an F-Pace?
I do like an F-Pace.
Would you like to go for a spin in the F-Pace?
Absolutely.
Not now.
Okay, well, we could.
We'll do that the weekend or
Okay,
something.
all right.
I can't drive very well, so...
Maybe not. I'll leave that one.
Yeah,
that
leave it
one.
to the
Okay.
experts, Ginny.
But do you love your
I
F-Pace?
love it. I think it's really, really cool. I properly love it.
You're not alone. Do you know how many awards this car has picked up?
How many, Ginny?
Over 45.
45, everybody.
Okay, including World Design Car of the Year and World Car of the Year.
Well, this is probably a good time right now to sort of remind us why Jaguar is the hottest growing brand on the planet. So let's do that right now. First up, the Jaguar XE. Ginny, tell me what you know.
This is what I know about the XE. It quickly established itself as the driver's car in the segment. Here tonight, the ultimate version. It's the XE SV Project 8. It's hot from the Goodwood Festival of Speed, where it's so Look at it go. As you can tell, the most powerful Jaguar to date, capable of 200 miles an hour. If you want one, you're going to have to be quick. Limited production run of 300 cars.
Wow.
Next up,
cool
the award-winning XF. It's lightweight, it's elegant, packed with technology, the ultimate business car, and the holder of the coveted Golden Steering Wheel Award, one of the best awards to have in business.
Next up, we talk about the XJ. Here it comes, still the most glamorous saloon of them all, giving discerning customers the comfort of a luxury car, but the tech and the skill of a mega sports star. It's chosen by world leaders, celebrities, and royalty the world over. By the way, this is terrifying.
Sounds pretty good too, doesn't it? Now on to the XF Sport Brake, a car so new it's not even in the showrooms yet.
Oh, yes.
You know, the words sexy, family transport, they don't always go together, do they? But this car changes all that. In fact, GQ said they don't get much prettier than this, and I agree with them.
It's a cool car. Next up, we go on to the F-Pace. The success story of the last 12 months. As you said, it's won many an award. It's won the World Design Car of the Year, but also the World Car of the Year, as voted by a panel of 75 international journalists, many of you here tonight.
Absolutely. And then the F-Type, the world's best-selling sports car. But here's a choice for all of you here, all of you watching, and for you, Nick.
Okay.
F-Type convertible or F-Type coupe? What a tough choice.
Such a hard decision. It's a decision I think of daily, but one, thankfully, I can't afford to actually put into reality. Shall we see the F-Pace do its thing?
Yeah, let's see it.
Let's stop talking and let's hear those cars roar. Let's do this.
Amazing.
Cool.
It was cool, wasn't it? I kind of wish the audience at home could be here, because that's an amazing smell of rubber in this room.
That.
Don't you love the smell?
I like that. And that is why Jaguar is the hottest brand in the world right now.
Absolutely. And you know what? It's about to get a whole lot hotter. Ladies and gentlemen, are we all ready to meet the new addition to the Jaguar family? Come on!
Yeah! Before we get to actually meet the EPACE, we're going to check out its final test.
Okay.
Something that happened here today, something that is so incredible. Jaguar said it was the art of performance test. Ladies and gentlemen, the Jaguar EPACE.
The mission from day one was to create a really exciting car. No excuses on package, no excuses on technology and connectivity. A car that you walk out of your front door in the morning and wow.
Jaguar EPACE is a very agile, compact sports car.
It's in an engineer's nature to always want to do better. So we always thought, how do we better the F-Pace loop, which was spectacular? The next natural evolution was, let's let the car leave the ground, where many teams might have said, why would you do that? I'm really proud of our team that they said, why wouldn't you?
With our suspension design, getting a car to go into a barrel roll is near on impossible. And then once the car was in the air, how do we stop from setting off airbags, from cutting the fuel? How do we get the vehicle not to nosedive? The way the car lands, the friction of the ramp, it's going to be different from one test to the next. Funnily enough, we haven't simulated many barrel rolls in our history.
The car is not designed to do this.
We're at risk of breaking the lower control arms.
If you're ever going to do a Jaguar that's different, it's this one.
This stunt is massive. It is not an easy stunt. If it was an easy stunt, many other people before me would have done it. We're trying to jump a distance, we're trying to spin, we're trying to land. This stunt has never been done before in a production car on this scale. If we manage to do it, it's going to be an amazing world record.
When we're developing the EPACE, what we wanted to do was create something that clearly was a Jaguar. That's first and foremost everything we do. But most of all, I wanted a car with real character to it, a bit of attitude. We wanted something sporty in character with the rest of the brand. So rather than do something that was very much in keeping with perhaps other SUVs and other cars, we went right to the other end and we emulated our F-Type sports car. And as soon as you get into it, you suddenly feel you're not in just another practical SUV. You're in something very special, very drivable, but above all, something that's exciting. When we're designing our cars, we always want to put a lot of fun into them. For instance, why we like younger animals, especially wild cats like a Jaguar, is they have big eyes and they have big paws. And we sort of adore them for that reason, because they're disproportionate. In this case, we thought about the name we'd given to the car internally. We call it our cub. It's the cub of the Jaguar family. And so we created this wonderful little graphic of the mother Jaguar and the cub that sits as a graphic on the windscreen. When you see it, it'll make you smile. The sporting design philosophy comes out of the overall sense of proportion of the car. It has a lot of form in it. It has lines in it which really make a lot of sense in terms of speed and movement. We wanted to give the driver an encapsulated feel like a sports car. So we've taken the graphics of the F-Type, including the grab handle down the center console, to give the driver that sense of cockpit feel, like a real driver's car. And also on the detailing, we've clearly put a lot of the F-Type front end into the headlamp detail. We're always looking for analogies in our cars to inspire us to do certain things. We use the word chicane line quite a lot because clearly it has motor racing connotations to it. And we've developed a few lines in the car which are inspired by chicanes, that lovely way a line sweeps around. And if you look at the top of the dashboard, you'll see such a line. So it sweeps over the top and follows almost a pure chicane line. And the other one is on the tail lamp. So when you see the car running at daytime, you will see this very distinct line across the back of the car. The idea of using rotary dials and tactile switches are very important. And we've got these lovely rotary dials in the car that give you the temperature and other functions of the car itself. We're inspired by things like camera lenses, you know, that lovely detail, that haptic feel that you feel when you move it, and the detailing of the texture itself. And that's all designed into the actual rotary dials themselves. And we love the idea of textures and colors. And natural patterns are always worth emulating because by nature of themselves, they're usually beautiful things. What I like with any Jaguar is a sense of fun about it when we get inside it. Yes, it's a very serious product, but this car in particular, I wanted a sense of fun to exude from it without diminishing its value in any way. When you get inside a Jaguar, I want people to smile.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ian Callum, Director of Design, Jaguar.
I love this car. We love this car. You're going to love this car. It is just wonderful. Now, about 18 years ago, I joined Jaguar. I joined with two missions in mind. One was to surround myself with great designers and to create the best car design studio in the world. I'll let you judge. The other mission was to create a whole new family of Jaguar cars that were worthy of the Jaguar brand and worthy of our heritage and everything we stood for, including design, performance, everything else, but also relevant for the 21st century. And you'll have to tell you, as I saw all these cars, that new family, driving around here today, I felt so proud. I'm sure everybody here at Jaguar felt exactly the same way. And now, to join the new family, the EPACE. I think the family's almost complete. Not quite yet, but almost. Now, I'd like to make a few thank yous. I'd like to thank my design team for coming with me on this great journey that we've been on. It's been very exciting. And all the engineers, the thousands of engineers that helped us develop these cars and make them happen. I'd also like to thank our CEO, Dr. Ralph Spate, and our chairman, Mr. Tata, for the encouragement and the trust they gave us to do what we've done. So thank you, Ralph. We really do appreciate it. Finally, I'd like to thank you all here for taking the time to come and see our new Cub. We love it. You'll love it. Thank you.
Thanks, Ian. You talked about your mission there. I think it's mission accomplished.
Yeah, amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Jaguar E-Pace. What a way to make an entrance, eh? And it's already in the record books, and it's also on sale right now. So if you'd like to be the first to make an order, you can go online at jaguar.com and configure yours to your heart's content.
They're available now. Can we make some noise for the incredible man that did that incredible stunt? Can we make some noise for Terry Grant, everybody? Wow. double barrel roll. It's mega.
Yes, now our guests here are going to get the chance shortly to meet the car in person, to pour around it, take a look at it. If you're watching us online, then please do stay tuned to find out more about EPACE. We've got loads of exclusive interviews and content coming up for you on that. But first, we've got a very special experience for everyone, haven't we?
Yeah, this is going to be really, really quite something. Pete Tong is going to do Ibiza Classics with the Heritage Orchestra, and it is phenomenal, this. He's also going to be joined on stage by Ray, who is one of my favourite singers of 2017. So everybody, enjoy, and we'll hand you over to Pete Tong and the Heritage Orchestra.
Thanks, everyone. Enjoy.
Good evening, everyone. How are you doing? So make some noise out there. Please welcome on stage the wonderful Ray.
Please step back, it's my style cramping. You here for long or no, I'm just passing. Do you wanna drink? Nah, thanks for asking. Ooh, nah, nah, yeah. Don't act like you know me, like you know me, nah, nah, yeah. I am not your homie, like you're ooh, nah, nah, yeah. Don't act like you know me, like you know me, nah, nah, yeah. You don't know me, yeah, ooh, nah, nah, yeah. Don't act like you know me, like you know me, nah, nah, yeah. I am not your homie, not your ooh, nah, nah, yeah. Don't act like you know me, like you know me, nah, nah, yeah. You don't know me, yeah. I mean, we can throw shapes together, but it doesn't mean you're in my circle. Cruising life and I'm feeling on track. If you can't keep up, then you better fall back. 'Cause money look better when I see it on slide. See, I can't get too into a good thing. Small interest up in the finest things. Please hold your tongue, don't say a damn thing. step back, it's my style, you're cramping. You here for long or no, I'm just, do you wanna drink? Nah, thanks for asking. Ooh, nah, nah, yeah. Don't act like you know me, like you know me, nah, nah, yeah. I am not your homie, not your ooh, nah, nah, yeah. Don't act like you know me, like you know me, nah, nah, yeah. You know me, yeah, ooh, nah, nah, yeah. Don't act like you know me, like you know me, nah, nah, yeah. I am not your homie, not your ooh, nah, nah, yeah. Don't act like you know me, like you know me, nah, nah, yeah. You know me, I'm around here just so low. Don't get what you want, what you want, what you tell you what you don't know. I get what I see your eyes on camera flashing. Please step back, it's my style, you're cramping. You here for long or no, I'm just passing. Do you wanna drink? Oh, don't act like you know me, like you know me, nah, nah, yeah. I am not your homie, not your ooh, nah, nah, yeah. Don't act like you know me, like you know me, nah, nah, yeah. You don't know me, nah, yeah. Ooh, nah, nah, yeah. Don't act like you know me, like you know me, nah, nah, yeah. I am not your homie, not your ooh, nah, nah, yeah. You don't know me, yeah.
Give it up for Ray.
Well, what an amazing performance. We hope that you enjoyed it at home as much as we did here. We're going to leave the party there for now because it's time for us to discover some of the secrets behind EPACE, and this is exclusively for all of you watching around the world. And I'm joined now by studio director Wayne Burgess. Wayne, congratulations on this incredible car.
Thanks, Ginny.
Now, I know that one of your other hats is as a musician in a rock band, so you must have loved that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's every musician's dream to play with a full orchestra, and the spectacle that we've just witnessed with Pete Tong was incredible, real visceral stuff.
And really fun as well. And you know, that's one of the things that I really love about this car. Design is often perceived as being quite serious, but this is a fun car, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. As you know, we consider this car our cub. It's the baby in our range. So we had a very joyful, playful personality created for the car. And to really emphasise that, we've hidden little details all around the vehicle, little Easter eggs as we call them. So things like the cub and a mum graphic on the windscreen, the fact that that same graphic is in the illumination when you open the door under the door mirror, and then we have the Jaguar print as a graphic within the cup holder area, and also as a little label on the seat. So lots of little Easter eggs for people to discover and have joy with when they own this vehicle.
Treats that the owners will love, and as we can see, people are flocking to take a look at this tonight. So let's now give you a look at this car on the road. Well, we talk design. It's time now to talk tech with Graham Wilkins, Chief Engineer for EPACE. Graham, first of all, massive congratulations. What a show that's just been.
Thank you very much. After 3.5 years of hard work from a large team of people, what a great way to celebrate.
Yeah, I mean, creating an SUV that's capable of that barrel roll that we've just seen, that must have been no mean feat.
It wasn't, but it's in the engineer's DNA to try and push the boundaries, and I think the event proves what the car is capable of and speaks to its dynamics and its control and its strength and what it's capable of.
Now, I know there are plenty of features on this car that customers will be using every day in their lives. Talk us through some of your favourites.
So really proud of the work, all the detail work that we did with Ian's team to make sure not only a great looking car, but a car that has all the things you'd expect to need to use every single day, and then complement that with some really good technology, our most advanced infotainment system and a 10-inch screen that's powered by Ethernet, lightning fast and configurable and like a tablet really.
Because one of the problems with that in a car is family arguments, isn't it? Who gets to use what?
Yeah, well, I've got children and I've had my fair share of those arguments. So in the car we have USB charging points for everybody, and the 4G Wi-Fi can have up to 8 devices. So the theory is no arguments.
So it can perform a barrel roll and keep the family happy.
Exactly.
Well done. Listen, thanks so much for joining us. We're going to let you head off and enjoy the rest of the party whilst we just take a closer look at some of the engineering on EPACE. I'm joined now by David Gandy. David, what a great night, isn't it?
What a spectacular night! Absolutely, you don't get to see that very often.
I know you're quite a handy driver. Would you have fancied trying that barrel roll?
I've accidentally done barrel rolls, rolling race cars and cars, but it wasn't as elegantly sort of practiced like that. But you know, I don't think I would though. There's certain things I would do. I was probably stupid enough in my youth to probably say I'll give it a go, but no, I think I'll leave it to the pros.
I think some would say that Terry, who tried that, is perhaps slightly crazy anyway.
Slightly unhinged.
Yeah,
absolutely. I think you have to be with that.
But what about EPACE? Because you've had a chance to see the car. What do you make of it?
It's a spectacular design. I mean, I always sort of say, you know, Ian Callum and Wayne, the design crew at Jaguar, they do an astonishing job. All the designs stand out from everything else on the road. And they all, you know, they last for years. I mean, the thing with Jaguar as well was people can get sort of bored of other designs of other cars, but Jaguars, they really last years, and it's almost like you have to sort of get used to the design of a Jaguar because you know, the brilliance of the design comes across over a couple of years, and the EPACE is exactly the same as that. It's got a heart, you know, it's the shoes to fill with the F-Pace and the amount of awards that's won. But I can see a number of awards coming for the EPACE, and probably, you know, if I'm correct, probably Jaguar's biggest seller, I imagine.
Fantastic. David, thanks for joining us
Pleasure.
this
Thank
evening.
You,
well, along with EPACE, we also enjoyed an incredible performance from Pete Tong and the Heritage Orchestra with Ray, and Nick caught up with them earlier.
So I'm at the Excel Centre with two people that are going to be performing tonight. We have Pete Tong and we have Ray.
Hello.
Hello, how are you guys?
Good.
Yeah, very excited. How are you feeling about this collaboration that you guys are going to put on tonight?
Ecstatic. Yeah. That's the same word.
Ecstatic. Yeah. It's going to be really special though, because you've been doing this with the orchestra for a little while now, and it's so great.
Yeah.
This is the first time I'm actually going to get to witness it firsthand. I've watched it
impressed.
online, but I can't wait to see it in real life. How did you get in contact with Ray? How did you guys first get together?
Well, basically, we were thinking of doing the original tune that Ray's track's based on, which is Body Language by Booker Shade. And then, lo and behold, it turns into a massive hit with Ray and Jax Jones, and we happen to be on the same label as well. So I started talking about it, and here she is.
Had you met before this event?
No.
No.
It was a blind date.
Blind date, I know.
Wow.
It was brilliant. I was literally watching the rehearsals, nearly in tears.
Yeah.
It is so incredible. You guys are up for like a treat.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
You're a proper car buff, aren't you? You love your cars.
Kind of, yeah, I do, yeah.
Have you got
I
a little nosy in this?
This is really, really impressive.
This is next
cool,
level.
Do you want
I'm buying one. I'm buying one.
Do you want a discount?
Yeah.
Yeah, can we hook Ray up with a Jag discount, please?
Naughty, I love it.
Yeah,
I'm actually going to get one. It's beautiful.
It's a really cool car. Well, if you put a good show on tonight, Pete will buy you one.
So
that is a fair deal.
colour.
That is a fair deal.
This is one Jaguar did earlier. I think it's in her colours. Look.
It is. Look, open the door, matches my trousers. I plan this all out. Coordination. I'm going to leave with it tonight.
Well, good luck tonight, guys.
Just in case you want to roll it, you know.
Yeah,
you know it works.
You know it works. Well, good luck tonight. We can't wait to see the show. Thank you, Pete. Thank you, Ray.
Thank you so much.
Well, I'm now joined by Jaguar CEO Dr. Ralph Spate. Ralph, congratulations. What an evening.
What an evening. Isn't it sensational? Another launch.
Absolutely. Now, of course, everyone around the world has now had the opportunity to finally see EPACE, but only a few people have driven it. I think you're a man who can tell us what it's like to drive.
Now, first of all, I have to say it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous looking. But on the other hand, it's even more sporty in driving. It drives, it is a very, very nice, precise handling and steering. It's wonderful.
So fun in the way it looks and fun to drive as well.
Absolutely. Best design, best British design, Jaguar DNA and engineering integrity.
Now tonight we saw the whole Jaguar family there on stage doing its thing. What does this new addition mean to that family?
It's not just an addition, it's an enrichment. It enriches the product portfolio, it expands the product portfolio, and with this expansion we will attract new, younger customers.
Dr. Schmidt, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I know you've got a party to get off to, so I'll let you go and enjoy. And sadly, that's all we've got time for now. But thank you for joining us this evening. We're going to leave you with one last look at the real star of tonight, the all-new Jaguar EPACE. From all of us here in London, good night.
The mission from day one was to create a really exciting car. No excuses on package, no excuses on technology and connectivity. A car that you walk out of your front door in the morning and wow.
Jaguar EPACE is very agile, compact sports car.
It's in an engineer's nature to always want to do better. So we always thought, how do we better the F-Pace loop, which was spectacular? The next natural evolution was, let's let the car leave the ground, where many teams might have said, why would you do that? I'm really proud of our team that they said, why wouldn't you?
With our suspension design, getting a car to go into a barrel roll is near on impossible. And then once the car was in the air, how do we stop from setting off airbags, from cutting the fuel? How do we get the vehicle not to nosedive? The way the car lands, the friction of the ramp, it's going to be different from one test to the next. Funnily enough, we haven't simulated many barrel rolls in our history.
The car is not designed to do this.
We're at risk of breaking the lower control arms.
If you're ever going to do a Jaguar that's different, it's this one.
This stunt is massive. It is not an easy stunt. If it was an easy stunt, many other people before me would have done it. We're trying to jump a distance, we're trying to spin, we're trying to land. This stunt has never been done before in a production car on this scale. If we manage to do it, it's going to be an amazing world record.